Hello, friends. Hello. So good to see you. Sorry I'm late to the party. My chair broke. Did everybody get to hear Jennifer's song? How cool is that? Did that work? Did that intro work? Hi, Jennifer D. I'm gonna have Paulo redo that when he gets back to the States to do your work a little more justice. He's kind of the video guy. Hello, Bunny Rabbit. Hi, Alicia. Hello, Jennifer. Hi, Lala. Hi, Zane. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Sai. Oh, how I have missed you all. I am so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. Can somebody let me know if the sound's okay? I'm still having some production issues, but you know, that's the name of the game. Hi, Amy. Hi, Lisa. Okay, good. I'm glad it sounds good. I'm so happy to see you all. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. The year of the 9. It's a lot to do this year. All right. Hey, actually, you know what? Before we get started, a couple of things. Sorry, I was caught off guard. I literally got down and got ready to hit the live stream, and like the director's chair, like ripped, and I landed on the floor. So I didn't get my couple of minutes to like get in the groove or even like get things set up the way I need to. It's so good to see you all. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for that song. That's so cool. No one's ever put me in a song before. That was very special. So the decks just kept coming. So real quick, I just want to thank Jimmy sent me this Del Toro Tarot. I'm not sure who said this Woman of Myth Oracle. It did not have a tag on it. So if you sent it to me, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And Miss Screamstress, of course, totally went right to my soul child and got us Nightmare Before Christmas, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Ghostbusters. I'm so excited to break these open. All right, I'm going to move a little bit here because I feel like I don't know where to hold my cards up. Yeah, totally, Jennifer. I'm going to have Paulo do something a little better when he gets back with that. Oh, Sai, I take hits like nobody I know. I'm good. I'm not hurting. I love Miss Piggy too. Kermit did a lot of shadow work over the break. I'm proud of him. He's really working on his people-pleasing stuff. Hello, Kayla. Hi, Rose. Hi, Rose. Yeah, Lisa, Jennifer D produced this song that I did on the trailer video for the live tonight. I'm going to post the full song on the community page. She's a very talented artist. Very talented artist. And I suggest that you go subscribe to her music channel. Hey, Swish, what's happening? The Star Tribe's been all into root beer and birch beer. What's up with that? That's the vibe these days. What's in it? Besides no caffeine. All right. What's up, Giz? You got anything you want to input? So I haven't seen you all in a while. So I have so many downloads that I'm just going to go to the cards because I'm not. Yeah, I just need to find out where the band wants to go because I think that's the longest stretch I've done in I don't know how long without doing tarot readings. So I know it's been a lot about the year of the 9. We've been talking about that. So let me just start to pull some cards. Let's see what comes out. I've been talking a lot about intuition, a lot about the year of the 9, about really getting firm, okay? Because there's a lot of liminal spaces happening, and there's a lot of people not in the collective necessarily, but liminal spaces creates fear for most of the world. There's so many things that are changing right now that we just kind of got to go 10 toes down, right? On our beliefs, know our values, stay in our authenticity, intuition, make a wish, create your reality. Well, let's start here. So this year really, this year is about being centered in self. We talk a lot about being centered in self, but it is the year of the 9, okay? The 9 is all about groundedness in self and using our intuition to decode ourselves. As there's like so many things right now that are shifting in the world, and we know that, and the world projects a lot of fear, right? It's going to get even stronger for a while because all of the structures that we have all known are changing. Okay. And so for people that don't function well in those liminal spaces, we'll be looking to you, and it's going to really be time to be like 10 toes down on what do you value? What do you want to create? What is the world that you want to live in? What is your reality? What do you want it to look like? And trusting ourselves, and going back to trusting ourselves and trusting our intuition. It takes trusting ourselves to trust our intuition. That is number 27, 9. 9. Trusting self is key to listening to intuition. For most of our lives, we've been gaslighted out of our intuition and our imagination. And what the world needs now more than anything else, Star Child, is your imagination and your creativity. And the world has gaslighted us out of that to the point where then we gaslight ourselves out of it. We don't trust ourselves. It's important that we trust ourselves above all else. Trust your gut instincts no matter what, right? No matter if it seems so bizarre, no matter if it breaks the flow that you thought that your plans were going to go, right? That we thought our plans were going to go. Okay, I will show that. It's very easy for us to talk ourselves out of our intuition, especially those of us that have experienced trauma in the past, right? Because we don't always trust our emotions. And it's really important that you do trust your emotions. I've seen you do the work. I've seen you do the healing work. Okay, so it's about staying grounded and trusting that. 7 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Coins in reverse, and 3 of Coins. This is about letting go of control. Okay, this is clearly about letting go of control with the 7 of Wands in reverse and the 2 of Coins in reverse, okay? Letting go of control in order with the 3 of Coins to tap in. Sorry, y'all. I did not do a test run on this. A 3 of Coins. To be grounded into the frequencies around us is what they're saying, okay? We have to put our defenses down and feel balanced in self and not question our intuition. The example that they want me to share with you was the plan was knowing that the theater was going to close. My plans were all set. New Year's Eve, I was flying out to New Orleans and I was going to live stream for a week until we could see each other again. And on New Year's Eve, something in my gut told me not to go. I couldn't shake the feeling. Now, that messed up my plans, that messed up my flow. I started freaking out. Well, what am I going to do? Then I'm going to be off of YouTube for a week. That's not good for the channel. People aren't going to see the videos. That's not good for the algorithms. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Plus, I wanted to go to New Orleans. Y'all know I want to be in New Orleans. That's my happy space, right? So it's like, why am I getting these feelings? Why am I getting this intuitive nudge that I'm supposed to cancel my trip? I listened. Although against all logic, and I was not happy, I listened. And I'm not going to give it any energy, but you all saw what happened on January 1st in New Orleans. If you're from another part of the world and didn't see that, you can look it up. I don't want to talk about it and give it a lot of energy. And that's right where I stay when I go to New Orleans. That knocked me on my ass. I will never, ever question my intuition again. That was the lesson that I needed. That was the lesson I needed. It's an extreme example, but it's true. That's why you haven't seen me for a week. And so the band had me sit on my hands for a while and listen to them. I needed some time to listen. Because see, when we're functioning in our intuition, we're in a different frequency. And so if more of us were functioning in our intuition and more of us were in that frequency, imagine the glitches that would happen in the matrix. Because I didn't express that intuition to anybody. One person. I told one person who knew I was going that I had canceled my trip. I didn't say why. I just said I was feeling overwhelmed. And not that I knew exactly what was going to happen that day. The band didn't tell me that. But they sure as hell stopped me in my tracks and told me to pay attention to what they were saying, to pay attention to my gut feeling. I was not happy about that gut feeling. Glad I listened. And it takes a deep amount of trust in self to do that. Because boy, my logic kicked in so quick when I was like, what am I going to do with the channel? It's raining in San Francisco. It's hard to do lives right now in San Francisco. The weather's weird and I work so hard. What do you mean? What do you mean you don't want me to get on for a week? Why am I canceling my trip? I mean, there were a million reasons for me not to listen to that nudge. And that nudge was the universe talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And so when we all start to vibrate on those frequencies together, right? That's when we're really in collective consciousness. Tell me about this Make-A-Wish. Eight of Cups. Wishing to walk away from emotional turmoil. Seven of Swords. Ace of Coins in reverse. It takes our imagination to fulfill wishes, okay? Here's the download they're giving me. It takes our imagination to fulfill wishes, to create our own reality. But some of us have not only been gaslighted out of our intuition, but we fear limerence. There's a lot of teachings around limerence of emotions. And those emotions and those visions and that romanticizing is the groundwork that will create a dream into a reality. So when is it limerence? When is it our imagination? Well, it's limerence if part of that reality in any way we are trying to manipulate someone else's energy. We should not have to manipulate other people's sovereignty in order to make our dreams come true. So if your wish involves someone else, it may become limerence if we're impeding on their energetic sovereignty and their free will. But offside of that, and also not doing works can be limerence, right? There has to be action steps. But the imagination is the start. The making the wish is the first step. It's the first step of creating our own reality. It's the first step to transmutation and creativity. And the world needs your creativity more than anything else right now, Star Child. Change is imminent. And the world needs your forms of communication, your creativity, your dreams to become a reality. Now, there's many of us. This is really cool, right? So many, I've seen so many pictures, okay, over the past month of your soul child talismans, which has been so cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. All right. I love that so many of you gotten talismans, right? I did a private read last week, and the Star Tribe member I did the private read for told me about her play box. She literally made a play box. She made a box full of things, full of, coloring books and bubbles and all this kind of stuff. So when she gets stuck in that mental loop, as we all do, of anxiety, worry, not sure what the next step is, having a hard time getting into flow, she jumps into her play box. There's science behind that. There's literal neuroscience behind that. And there are many of us that didn't even get to do that when we were kids. We didn't have that development in our brains when we were kids because we were adults before we were children, right? Very, very common. Very, very common. I can't tell you how many adults I've worked with over the years that have said to me, I don't even know what I like. I literally don't even know what I like. Okay? That's common. That's common when we don't get the opportunity to be a child, when we ensue trauma in our lives, especially at a young age. Okay? But That doesn't mean that it's gone or that it doesn't exist. That's why I talk so much about play on this channel and creativity and imagination. Okay, imagination creates innovation. The world needs your innovation right now as all these forms of communication continue to change. I've seen Star Tribe members, I've seen something so incredible going on. We know about all these 5D forms of communication. If you're on this live right now, I know that you know about 5D forms of communication. I'm talking to seers, I'm talking to psychics, I'm talking to clairvoyants, I'm talking to mediums, people that have the gift of telepathy, all of these things. Also, as we know, communication is changing in the 3D world, right? It has been for a long time as technology changes. And I'm watching Star Tribe members feed art, creativity, because words cannot express divinity, into AI systems, artwork into AI systems that have 5D to 12D frequencies and vibration in them. That is changing the form of communication as we know it to something so divine, something that is so not of this matrix. Star Child, the world needs your creativity more than anything right now. What are you in love with? What are you in love with? What makes your heart sing? What makes your heart sing? A lot of us here like the liminal space, but the liminal space is going to aggravate many humans as it gets wider and wider, only because they don't know how to navigate it. Okay, let's talk about creating your reality. That card's number 33. The Make-A-Wish card was 30. Intuition card is 9. You might be seeing synchronicities of 333. Synchronicity is also another form of communication. Communication with the universe, communication with the divine, communication with our higher selves, whatever you so choose to call it. Hi, Cristobal. Hi, Serenity Vocalized. Greeny Candy, hello. Welcome. Hi, Melanie. So good to see you, Melanie. Yeah, Jennifer D., you got that being creative thing down. And that transmuting, right? That transmuting of emotions. We know that it takes emotions and it takes vulnerability to create ingenuity, which is the opposite of what most of the teachings of the world tells us, right? So talk to me about creating your reality. Dragonflies may be significant here. The Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Swords in reverse. Well, Star Child, this is all about staying 10 toes down with your values in this year of the 9 in creating your reality, because this is all about the frequency of love. And the frequency of love is where all these other forms of communication reside. So are you allowing those people? are you manifesting those people as part of creating your reality? Because more and more, there are going to be people that are going to be on the frequency of fear this year, which is the opposite of love. All right. So I know a lot of us here on this channel are lone wolves, right? A lot of us are hermits. But in getting completely 10 toes down in self in the year of the 9 brings the new cycle next year of moving more towards a collective consciousness through new forms of communication. Tell me more about this 3 of Cups, please. Yeah, we have the Ace of Coins, the 10 of Swords in reverse, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah, no looking back, okay? No looking back at people that are in fear. You're too busy creating your own reality to get too wrapped up in everything that's going on the outside. Staying in a position of 10 of Swords in reverse, because there's a new beginning here. There's a new beginning. There's resources in places where people are claiming there's no resources. There's resources for you to fulfill your dreams. The world needs innovation now more than ever. And that innovation happens through your creativity. What's Jimmy supervising? Hello, I'm me. Welcome in. What are we getting a master's in? Hermitude. Oh, I know. I have a PhD in hermitude. And you know, Jimmy, though, like we're gonna have to show people that, right? Those liminal spaces, how to make those liminal spaces, those voids amazing. And of course, as we know, we talk about this all the time, so much of that is in the mind. And as the way things were and the way things have been done for so long are changing so radically, it's some people are going to lose it. Many people need the tools. Two and two is not going to equal 4 anymore. You know, when they can't apply logic, their logic, what they know to be logic, what they know to be true, what they know to be fact, as everything is changing so drastically. We're here to get them on that vibration with us. That love vibration. You'd like to open a shop. I love that. I love that. You seem to have a very green thumb, Dark Star. You seem to know a lot about botany as we're talking about this right here. Share your gifts. Oh, Green Candy, I'm so glad to hear you've been tapping into some good creative energy. Man, that's good. And it's like in the last, the last quarter of last year, it seemed like we had was channeling several messages about like big upgrades and in sacral energy, which that partly sounds crazy because in the 3D world it sounds crazy because there are a lot of people in fear right now, and there are a lot of people that are holding on for dear life, and yet in the collective channeling messages about like serious energy upgrades within sacral energy, right? Kundalini awakenings, all that. That's where all that creativity comes from. Tarot community killed you with spell work last Christmas? You're back from the dead? Interesting. I don't know. What kind of wizard are you? New Beginnings, Lafayette Cemetery. Magic never is an excuse for lack of accountability. Just saying. A lack of personal accountability. Adventure. All right, share your gifts, new beginnings, and adventure. We have 8, 2, and 14. Adventure. Let's go to this first. Card 14, 5. Change. What is significance to change and adventure, please? You want me to break out that hoodoo deck? Okay. They want me to break out another deck. Hold on. Candles. Do you make candles, Dark Star? Do you make candles now? Yeah, we've talked about your microgreens. I think that's super cool. What is this adventure about? Around the precipice of change. I love that, Bunny. I like your style. I like your style. You're ready to go for the ride. I like your energy, Bunny. I started my personal accountability, healing, spiritual journey at 25. A lot of people don't start that journey till even later in life. So I just dig that. I dig that in your energy. You're not willing to be the victim of life. I like life in the fast lane, Lisa. That's my pace. Adventure, Father of Coins. Tell me more about this adventure card, please. 4 of Cups in reverse. Oh, I like this, Star Child. I like this, Star Child. It's telling me that you're open. You're open to flow. You're open to your intuition with the Four of Baskets in reverse and the Father of Coins, right? Trusting that, trusting those sometimes spontaneous thoughts that we feel like are getting us out of flow, but are a big deal. Son of Sticks, the Page of Wands. Tell me more about this Page of Wands. The Go Your Own Way card. Three of Cups. Three of Sticks. This is exciting, Star Child. Okay, there's a lot about like broadening horizon on this adventure card for this year, okay? There's a lot about expansion. There's a lot about celebration. They're telling me that they're interesting. So what they're telling me with this Three of Sticks is that there are some of you that are broadening your horizon by looking at wellness much more holistically, right? Like understanding like the mind, body, soul connection, physical, emotional, how everything affects everything else. Okay, that it's one. And that's part of you coming into that oneness. That's part of you coming into that groundedness, okay, with the Father of Coins. All right. And in that groundedness, you're paying attention to your intuition and you're not missing opportunities. You're looking for the synchronicities with the Four of Baskets in reverse, okay? And you're letting your soul child lead, which we know is where that's where the creative energy is, okay? So there will be celebration. So even if the year of the 9, you think it's going to be a bit of a wild ride for you, there's going to be celebration. There's going to be celebration on the other side as you continue to learn more things about yourself and grow. I love that. Tell me about these new beginnings. Hey, Tanzanite, what's happening? What's going on, sweet pea? Thank you. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Hi, Candy. Hi, Alexa. Melanie, you're celebrating your 50th this year? Hell yeah. I'm going to be 46 here really soon. I love it. It's a great new beginning. New beginning, the High Priestess. The Lovers in reverse and the Daughter of Baskets. Okay. There's a few of you in indecision right now, but you're in High Priestess energy. Okay. Oh, it's doubting the timing on things. Okay, thank you. All right. The courting is the Lovers in reverse. The Daughter of Baskets, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the High Priestess. Some of you are questioning the timing of your intuition. It takes a while. Sometimes you will get a premonition that may not play out for a while. Or sometimes you get a premonition that we know we need to deal with immediately, like what I shared at the beginning of the live. Something that you just can't shake. Okay? But the High Priestess knows that she knows that she knows that she knows. She knows her downloads are right. She knows when to stop and when to go. And she knows when to speak up and when to keep things behind the veil. So we have to trust our intuition on those things also. Connected to those 5D frequencies and that 5D communication to understand that flow, to understand the flow when we get downloads. Have you ever gotten a download and it's not going to play out immediately? And a high priestess keeps going about her business. She doesn't get into any kind of limerence. She doesn't get into any kind of emotional turmoil, any form of indecision about it. Because she knows that staying in the present is those liminal spaces. Understanding the past, foreseeing the future, but doing the work in the present. You're mastering that, is what they're telling me. You're mastering that in a time where the world is going to be freaked out about just that. All right, Star Child. You got this, because you're magical AF. I miss you all too. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's so good to be here with you all. So good to be here with you all. No one to hold them and no one to fold them. That is right. That is absolutely right, Jimmy. That's exactly what it is. And the frequency of music. So many beautiful lessons, isn't it? I love that, Jimmy. That's good. Thanks, Candy. Working out some kinks. But getting there. Wanted to bring a little Nola to San Francisco. Because although San Francisco has tried and tried and tried, they're not getting rid of this voodoo queen. So I had to move some of my band up from New Orleans. I was so distracted about my ass falling through the chair that I forgot to let you say hi to everyone. And Melanie just told me that she misses you. And I know you want to show off your new hat. I know you wanted to show off that new hat. I'm so sorry, Giz. So sorry. All right. Let's talk about this sharing your gifts. We gotta set Giz up with a new angle, a new booster seat. Tell us about this sharing your gifts. Sharing your gifts, sharing your creativity with the world. Turning your downloads into action. 8 of Sticks. Tower in reverse. 3 of Swords in reverse. Star Child, there are many, many important things that you've learned that it's time to communicate to the world. Okay? This 8 of Sticks is what they're telling me. The Tower in reverse and the 3 of Swords in reverse. You will not be experiencing another heartbreak this year. You will not be experiencing towers, in the sense of towers are built on unsolid foundations. Your foundation is solid. So now you're building the house this year. And if you don't feel like your foundation is solid, that you are grounded in self, that you know exactly who you are and exactly what you want, this is the year. This is the year of the 9. Okay? And for some of you, that feels so called too. And for those of you who don't, that's cool too. Because that's the beauty. You get to create your own reality. You get to decide where you want to swim on the frequency of love. And some of you feel like you have some really important tools to share with the world. That's what this 8 of Wands is about. And you do. Because you have so beautifully navigated those liminal spaces in your life. Hey, Mad Hatter. All right, bud, I promise we'll straighten out your seating issues, okay, this week as we navigate our new space. Good to see you. Isn't that beautiful how like the frequency of the universe will take care of us like that? Sigh that like you're getting those downloads. You're getting prepared for what's to come. You got to download to get prepared for what's to come. So that when the time comes, not that there won't be healing, not that there won't be grief, but you will have already visualized what the reality looks like moving forward. And that is your foundation to not create trauma from a trauma. Losing someone is a trauma. And if we're not in that space of being inspired, if we're not tapping into our creativity, if we're not vulnerable with our emotions so that we listen to our intuition and trust ourselves, then we get in that loop. We're in the loop. We're in the loop. That's really awesome, Sai. Thank you for sharing that. May not know when it's going to happen, but damn it, you're going to be prepared to the best of your ability. And you're already going to be able to foresee what the next is, even if the next doesn't come right away, even if there are roadblocks that are put in the way of your next, you will have visualized the next, and it will happen. It will happen. Love it. Switch, I'm all about hitting those feelings. Thanks, I'm doing my job. Doing my job over here. Alicia, I will get that out to you. You have ones towards the end of the month. But I do still need to get that out to you. I did not forget about that. I have it right there, actually. Just need to type it up for you. Hi, Misty. Glad you're here. Okay, tell me more about this communication with this 8 of Sticks, please. Tell me more about this communication. Tell me more about this communication coming in. Ace of Sticks, like that. Nine of Knives. Papa Legba. All right. Okay. They just keep saying the same thing over and over again. Will you choose fear? Or will you choose love? Because that's what it is. Despite the way that the world is swirling around us and all of these outside circumstances that we can't control necessarily, doesn't mean that we can't have a passionate new beginning. This passionate new beginning is choosing that frequency of love. It's choosing to stay in that higher vibration. It's choosing to stay inspired and creative. Okay? Or will we choose fear, which we know is this 9 of Knives, this 9 of Swords? Will we choose to be in anxiety about the systems, right, that are falling? No. Because that's not how we roll. That's not how we manifest, right? That's not how we create our realities. We don't create our reality based off of the world. Okay. Interesting. They're talking about the inferior and philosophy, like the inferior will be creating the new system, which is the anti-system. It's the anti-system to the world. Okay. And that's those higher frequencies of communication that we talk about. Is a big part of what that is they're talking about. Yeah, that's a great definition of bravery, Scorpio's in. Love does always win. I don't care what anyone's got to say about that. That's my truth. Yeah, I like that acronym for fear, Mad Hatter. Yeah, it is a ride, sigh. It is a ride, sigh. But we're learning to navigate frequencies differently and how everything is on a frequency. That's right, Jimmy Graybeard. I'm a rebel, Dottie. A loner. Music healing. Well, you know we're all about that around here. Focus, dreams. Okay, so yeah, dreamscape is going to be very important this year. It's going to be very important this year for downloads. I mean, the dreamscape is liminal space. It's information, it's synchronicities, it's decoding. It's decoding. Focus and music healing. We have 4, 20, and 9. 9 is the 333 again on the dream card. What do you want us to know about the music frequency? Let's talk about this music frequency. Music healing. Somatic healing. Somatic healing. Okay. Play is a form of somatic healing. Play is a way to trip the mind. Music healing frequencies we know are healing, right? A lot of us use music as a form of healing. And also what they're talking to me about is like in the somatic sense of like moving the body to change the mind, which Lala knows all about. Okay. Talking about healing through dance, healing through movement, even healing through writing, because writing is emotion, a motion. I'm not talking about emotions like a motion. You have to do a physical motion. If you're moving a pen, maybe some of you getting ready to write some music? Tell me about this music healing. Justice. Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Star. Music is what's going to help you get into the flow state, is what this is, okay? The Star card is also representative of healing in tarot, okay? We know this. This is a card of healing. But there's some kind of balance coming. There's some kind of justice and balance coming where you felt like you were really having to force your will on something previously. Tell me about this Eight of, whoa, that's strong energy. That Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Really, really having to force your, really having to force your will towards healing. We can get caught in a loop with healing too, right? We can gaslight ourselves out of our own healing. And say, why aren't I healing? Why am I still having these obsessive thoughts? Why isn't this moving any quicker? Why can't I get past this trauma? Why am I still projecting into my future based off of my past? A, stop gaslighting yourself. B, change the frequency. Change the frequency with music when those thoughts start to come up, okay? Your hard work will pay off. That's not the band speaking. That's me speaking. I'm not channeling that. I am living proof that your hard work will pay off. No matter what kind of adversity you face in this life. As I signed up for a very extreme lessons in this life. We have to know when to change the frequency. We have to be able to identify when we're not at a frequency that we want to be at. And in that identification, we don't go to, why am I still thinking about that? Why am I still obsessing over that? Why hasn't that happened yet? Why can't I just work a little harder? Why can't I just no, that's not changing the frequency. Not to the frequency you want to be at, right? We can bump ourselves into a lower frequency, no problem, by beating the crap out of ourselves. And if you just can't seem to get there in the mind, what we do It's just turn on the music, baby. Just turn on the music. Start dancing. Yes, it's the year of the snake. It's the shedding of all the personas and all of the masks and all of the layers. Getting to core for sure. I mean, I still like to wear masks, obviously, just different kind of mask. Why is the devil here? Tell me why the devil's here. Their music healing. Why is the devil here? Ace of Swords, Three of Wands. With the Justice card. Okay. All right. What they're telling me is that there is justice in the movement of the body. There is justice in getting realigned with your body. You will be serving your own justice. A lot of trauma gets stored in the body. A lot of us have had traumatic injury physically. And you are serving your own justice by changing those frequencies to the frequency that makes you want to move your body. Some of you have been in freeze for a while, okay? And that happens, all right? That happens. And what they're telling me is that some of you are going in mentally to try to get out of that freeze. Got to go in physically to get out of that freeze, literally. And one of the easiest ways to get there is to turn on the music. Turn on the music. Hi, Maccabee. How are you? I also need to reach out to you too. I will be doing that in the next couple of days. I made a lot of transitions at the end of 2024 so that I could spend more time with you all, which I'm very excited about. My schedule is going to open up significantly for private reads, for some shadow work sessions, some other stuff that I do. And, of course, bringing you more content. I appreciate you too, Flame. I'm so grateful you're here. I'm so grateful you're here. I'm grateful for all of you. You all, you don't know. You just don't know. You loved me through my last dark night of the soul. You loved me right out of it. You helped me to remember who I am and that the world needs my creativity just as it needs yours. Thank you, Alicia. Hi, Lucy's Grace. Oh, good. Go listen to that music. Go turn on that music. Oh, Bunny, the world has tried to burn the mercy out of me in more ways than one. My ass has been on fire for a lot of years. But love wins every time. That's what I've learned. Every time. It's the frequency I want to be on. It's the frequency of collective consciousness. It's the frequency to get to collective consciousness. They told me to pull a couple of numerology cards, so let's see what's happening here. Yeah, man, I'm excited for that too. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting back to NOLA too. I just got some dates. Just looking at all the parade schedules. Got some new dates. Zane, you've said to me a few times before that you wish you had a time and space where you could get funky, right? You could wear wigs, you could wear funky masks, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to give you the dates for when I'm at Mardi Gras so you can prepare. Okay. And I'm going to put you on FaceTime. You can watch the parade. If you feel not a need, but feel that there has to be an event around you getting your freak on, which I'm here to tell you there is not. I get my freak on with you all daily, okay? Lisa, I've actually never been to Mardi Gras as much as I've been to New Orleans. And for many, many years, I did not. And I'm still not a huge fan of large crowds at all, actually. But I'm in a location. I'm just going to be in a location where I'll be able to be on a balcony and not down on the street. And yeah. And I'm going to go like, a couple of days where there's not parade stuff. And then I see one. I mean, I love a good parade. I love a circus. I mean, that's all my bag for sure. But I tend to steer away from large crowds of people that consume large amounts of alcohol. It's not the frequency that I like. But I know some of the teams that are making parade floats and stuff like that. And so I want to see their stuff and, want to get in that carnival groove. Dark Star, maybe you would need to teach me how to cloak my energy in that situation. I am very good at cloaking my energy, but in a mass sense like that, I don't know. Maybe I've been in hermit mode for too long, but that's a lot of energy to be cloaking from being in the middle of Mardi Gras. I don't know. Man, we keep getting this balance, practicality, and spirituality card. Okay. This has come up a lot in readings, okay, over the past month. This full moon in Pisces. FYI, Pisces. Okay. North Node is moving into Pisces. It did about 2 hours ago. All right. That, for wherever Pisces is in your chart, is all about the 12th house, right? Your intuition, your downloads are going to be through the roof, even if Pisces is not like your main 3, okay, or your Venus. But for my Piscean brothers and sisters, such as myself, that have a lot of Pisces in our charts, the veil is going to be so thin that it is going to be important to stay grounded. Here's what I love about that thought. Here's what I love about that download now, because of all the other downloads you just gave me, is despite all the fear mongering happening and all the towers that are coming down this year, with Pisces, Pisces needs to be in the North Node this year. Okay? Pisces is change. The 12th house is literally about change, right? And the mysteries. And Pisces, you will be able to stay grounded and you're in the North Node over these next 18 months. And for those also whose intuition is going to be bumped up, you will be so focused on that we will not be focusing on the fear and the lack that is fear mongering out in the world. Do you know what I mean? Because the veil is going to be so thin. The veil is going to be so thin. But this is why they were talking about the concept of like going really 10 toes down on your values this year. That's the practicality. That's making the dream become the reality. Okay? More so than ever, the world is going to project that your creativity, your ingenuity is not practical as systems fall. Like Dark Star said, why would you go open a storefront? Right? Wrong. The veil is thin. You're getting the downloads. You will be practical even as the world falls into impracticality by their own measures. Because they're unable to navigate those liminal spaces. Your hard work is going to pay off. New moon in Capricorn. That's coming about. That's like, and new moon in Leo. Confidence is the key to your success. Confidence is the 9. Confidence is the single, right? The totality in self, masculine and feminine energy, right? All 4 elements. That new moon in Leo is happening during Leo season. So that's going to be, it was July 21st, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I just looked that up, but I don't remember the exact day. It's written on a piece of paper here somewhere. And new moon in Capricorn. Your works will pay off despite that the node is out of Capricorn now, okay? The North Node is out of Capricorn. So a lot of people's, what they have viewed as hard work, the systems that they have followed, they will be in panic, but you will not. You will not, because you have that balance of spirituality and practicality and everything we've been talking about in this reading, being able to navigate those liminal spaces. So the key is going to be just, being magical AF and staying confident. as you ground and continue to build in self this year. One sec, I'm going to keep using this deck. "35% 13% air, 29% water." Oh, that's quite balanced, Melanie. That's quite balanced. I'm mostly fire and water, with a little bit of earth and no air. Oh, you're turning 26 in July, Bunny Rabbit. There'd be a boost in your confidence at that point. What else do you want us to know about this? Okay, this balancing spirituality and practicality. Here again, we have the Tower in reverse again. Staying in your higher forms of communication. Somebody else bring a dog in here? Might be Gage. 7 of Cups in reverse, the Tower in reverse. Okay, again, will not be experiencing towers because of indecision, because of uncertainty. Okay, too many options, feeling frazzled. You have the tools to, when these moments happen, because they do, we're human, right? When these thoughts creep in, when you get on the loop, when you can't get off the obsessive loop, go to your play box, turn on some music. Only takes 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Get creative, okay? And with the 5 of Wands in reverse, I love this. That's the cloaking of the energy, and that's also the spiritual protection. You move very differently than most people. Very differently than most people. Okay? But it doesn't matter. And even more so, that's going to be cloaked from you, so that you don't even need to pay it any mind. Because right now, what the world needs more than anything else is your creativity and ingenuity. And focusing on these other forms of communication. Okay? As we're going into the age of Aquarius. And I love this. That's the Tower in reverse twice tonight in the reading. That's continuing to tell me that, like, the foundation is stable. Your foundation is stable. And growth can only happen when the foundation is stable. It is really, really hard when we talk about shadow work, changing beliefs. It's almost impossible, actually, right? Mindsets, all these different forms of growth and healing when the foundation is not stable. It's like putting the cart before the horse. Okay? It's like flipping the hierarchy of needs on its head. Okay? So the stable foundation means that there was enough healing work in 2024 that was done, and before that, to be out of that loop of survival mode. You're not getting stuck in that loop of survival mode mentally. But there are still things that are going to creep up. There are still, things that we're going to learn in the process. In the dreamscape, there's going to be a lot of keys to that, a lot of downloads. Okay? But what they're saying is, like, you truly have mastered, number 1, like, introspection and self-awareness. So when those moments come up where you feel like you're in that loop, you're on that frequency you don't want to be on, just don't be hard on yourself that it's come up again. Just change it. Just change the frequency. Don't try to change your mind. Move your body. Turn on some music. Okay? Reach out to someone who's on the same frequency as you. What we consume matters greatly. And that applies to a lot of different things, right? Because your hard work is going to pay off. Your hard work is going to pay off. All the hard work that you've done that we talked about earlier in the shadow, what I've been watching everyone do since I've been so blessed to be in your lives, okay? And channeling energy for you, Judgment. The Chariot. Oh, I really like this, Star Child. And Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, so what they're telling me is like you're going to see this year your hard work pay off. Okay? Because when they're telling me, they show me the Judgment card because they're saying you're calling judgment on yourself, right? You're calling judgment on yourself, tending to gaslight yourself about your patterns, okay? But you've learned to shift the energy so quickly with the Chariot card, and that is what matters. Not that we had the thought, okay? Not that we slip back into an action or behavior. That's what that Devil card was telling me too. Okay, that's another reason why okay, thank you. It's not, nothing's a monkey on your back, including your thoughts. You're literally in that mind space of creativity and ingenuity. And the moments that you're not, like your hard work is paid off where you can flip that switch. You know how to flip that switch. Look at how far that you've come. There's so much progress here with the Seven of Pentacles. So much progress, and trusting yourself with this confidence is key. That brings us right back to the beginning of the reading, that intuition card, trusting your intuition, being confident to move on your downloads, to stop or go based on your downloads, right? On what you've channeled. Lisa, you're a monkey. I'm a goat. Then that's so understanding yourself, Jennifer. Okay? You're in tune to the frequencies of the moon. That's good. I mean, that's good that you see you've gotten that self-awareness about that, as opposed to that it's a perfect example of what we're talking about, is questioning, or even if you want to channel something or you want an answer or you can't figure out why, right? Why you're not able to make the connection that you were making before with guides. Like beating yourself up about it. Are you overthinking it? Are you not educated enough on it? Are you not qualified enough, right? I've walked through a lot of that stuff with you with your spiritual gifting. Okay? It's like a change, like the change of self-talk has happened to be able to open the mind space to create that self-awareness, like, oh, my gifts of mediumship have a lot to do with moon cycles. That's awesome, because it's different for everyone, right? This is all different for everyone. There is a diversity and an energetic sovereignty to the universal consciousness. We have to know what works for us. We have to be authentic. And we gaslight ourselves based off of not being this or not being that, right? And comparison. And that's flow state, baby. That's figuring out flow state. When you understand that your communication around your mediumship is tied to moon cycles, that is fabulous. Yeah, put the lime in the coconut. That's right. Tell me more about this confidence that's coming up. Temperance, fire, and water. Oh, we got the Hermit card in reverse. Who's coming out of Hermit mode this year? Who's coming out of Hermit mode? Because you got that Leo confidence energy going on, okay? Oh, because you've been giving so much to self, okay? You've been pouring your waters into yourself. Here. Okay, I'm looking at a magician in reverse, but what they're telling me about this is that some of you may fear that if you come out of hermit mode, that it's going to mess with your ability to manifest the things that you want. Because you don't want to feel entangled in other energies. Tell me more about this magician in reverse. Tell me more about this magician in reverse. The Knight of Cups, the moon. Okay, what's going on here in the subconscious? Let's see what's going on here. I like this. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Okay, this is probably only specific to a couple of you, but this is the download that they're giving me, okay? Some of you have a belief that you can't have it all, okay? Worried that you won't be the magician, that you won't be able to manifest the things that you want to if you put any energy or time and attention towards handing a cup out. Somebody wants to hand a cup to somebody here, is what they're telling me, okay? But what's going on in the subconscious is there's a belief with the Two of Pentacles in reverse that there's an ungroundedness to having everything that you want, that you will not be balanced, that you will not be able to put all of your efforts towards the things that you want to manifest. Okay? Well, that is about, in the essence of wanting to hand someone a cup, is who are you manifesting? Who are you manifesting? And are you compatible in that way? If you're someone who is really passionate about your works, okay, then find someone who is also passionate about their works and has that in their life, right? And has that in their life. So there's no like codependency of like time or emotions, right? It's more like enhancing each other's lives and being and having interdependency rather than codependency. Okay, that's one thing that they're telling me. Oh, they're showing me the they're showing me, oh, I've never noticed that on this card before. They're showing me, see, like those little children. Okay, this is definitely about family, because the Queen of Pentacles is the queen in the deck that is most like tied to like divine union, marriage, whatever the heck you want to call it, right? Just like an emotional contract with someone and the feeling of family. But some of you are scared of emotional entanglement. It makes you imbalanced. Tell me more, because there's something more to this core belief here. Tell me more about this Two of Cups. The Empress. Well, there you go. The Wheel of Fortune. The Empress. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, for those of you that are wanting to start families, start relationships, okay, what they're telling me here is you're holding back your energy from wanting to manifest this. That's kind of a repeat message of what we saw here in the subconscious, right? With the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And what they're telling me is to remember this is not gender specific, okay? You're either the Empress or the Emperor. Okay, the Empress, I'm going to use the example of the Empress, but this is not pertaining to gender. Okay, the Empress embodies all of the queens of the deck. The Emperor embodies all of the kings of the deck. Okay, the Empress knows when to be the Queen of Cups, when to lead with the emotions, what she needs for emotional fulfillment, right? A 10 of Cups. This is talking about a 10 of Cups. This is the energy of a belief of not being able to have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Okay? And so knows when is intuitive. You all are intuitive. Whoever this resonates with, you're intuitive. You know when to communicate with your emotions or when someone may need emotional attention, right? I can feel a little bit of a fear here of giving people emotional attention because it will take you out of. You also are the Queen of Pentacles, which means that you're grounded, right? You're grounded in your ability to manifest. The Queen of Wands is that fire, it's that will, it's that drive. It's that drive to succeed in whatever it is the life that you want to create. And the swords are communication, right? Communication is key. And y'all are the masters of communication. Each archetype, each queen makes up a totality of the Empress. The Empress has all of the tools to have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? They're telling me some of you are because you fear an emotionally based decision. Okay? This is having a 10 of Cups is bringing in an emotional right? Is emotions. It's about emotional satisfaction. And you're afraid, because we did talk about this a lot at the end of 2024, that a lot of 2025 is going to be working on that 10 of Pentacles. A lot of you have things that you really want to manifest into the world. A lot of you want to bring your creativity. You're inspired and you want to create. Okay? And we know pentacles are all those things in the physical world, okay, that we create, including the body. Okay? But you're the Empress. You're the Empress or the Emperor, which means that the belief is false, that you couldn't handle that you couldn't handle. You can't handle having all that goodness. You can't handle having emotionally fulfilling relationships that align with you and go after your dreams at the same time. It's going to help you go after your dreams and vice versa. You have all the tools. Star Child, you're magical AF, whoever needed to hear that. And then that's a belief to look at, whoever this resonates with. Where does that come from? Why do you believe you can't have all that? Because you've seen other people fail at having all of that? Well, what lens were they making those decisions based out of? Why? Because you've had failed relationships in the past? Good. Means you're going to have even better relationships in the future because you learn from those. Because you do the work. Because you do the hard work and your hard work is going to pay off. Okay? This is badass. And pay attention to your dreams, Star Child. There's keys in that. You know, when I canceled my my trip to New Orleans, I ended up, like I said, the band told me to sit on my hands for a couple of days. They really wanted me to pay attention. They're basically saying, we don't want to have to fist fight you when we give you downloads like this anymore. Like, it's time for you to step up. Okay. Is what they were telling me. And they're like, there's some things that you need to look at that are like messing with your manifestations, right? It's like that wanting and thinking or feeling something different, right? It's being double-minded. And uh a lot of those answers came in the decoding of the dreamscape. Things that I couldn't get to in my mind, like we talked about earlier. I can think something to death, literally, right? And it's still not changing. So it's about changing the frequency. It's about getting into those liminal spaces. Are you playing more? Is it coming up for you in your dreams? Are you seeing the synchronicities? Again, because you don't move like other people move. And the projections that are going to continue to happen through this year are literally none of your business, Star Child. Literally. Because you move differently and because you're at a different frequency. Okay? And if there are any of you that, okay, what they're saying is like, there's some of you feel a little disheartened as you're hearing this because you don't feel like you're there. The fact that you are even thinking the thought that you don't think like you're there means you're there. Means you're there. It means that you are self-aware. Okay? And when you're self-aware, we start to trust ourselves again. And when we wholly trust ourselves, we trust our downloads, we trust our intuition, we trust our forms of communication, okay? 5D and above. And we're also not scared of our imagination. We trust that what we see, feel, hear, that our senses, our visualizations are either real or they're going to become reality because we want to make them our reality. You're there, Star Child. You're there. You're there. This is an abundant year to romanticize your life, to express yourself, to be creative, to inspire yourself. And you will continue to inspire other people just by being you, just by being yourself, being your weird self. Because we know that we all love and dive into our weird around here, okay? Hi, Alley Cat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, Rocky Divine Light. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, Bunny, I have to write my I have to take a couple of minutes and like automatic write when I wake up to remember enough of those dreams to process them. Uh I'm with you on that. And that's one of the ways that like, the universe speaks to me is how I also get on that frequency. And I have to write it down. Screamstress, who's not here with us tonight, so vividly remembers her dreams, and it blows my mind because she doesn't write it down. I don't know. She just has this crazy like ability to remember her dreams. I do not. I have got to write that stuff when I first get up. Like I can't even like it's literally the first thing I do because I kind of still want to be in that liminal space when I do it. Yeah. But if you do find that you have a hard time remembering your dreams, automatic writing, just take a couple minutes. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, but you'll have a better recall if you're someone like myself who has a hard time Remembering my dreams. I went in that pattern for so long where I just get up and get out of bed and be like, "Oh, I'll remember." No, I don't. No, I don't. I have to. I have to. Yeah. Digi has a very accurate point on that. Like, if you start to do that, you will start to remember your dreams more because then that's a pattern that you're creating. It's going to be your first thought when you wake up. Your first thought is going to be, what were you dreaming? I'm just looking at your comments, y'all. I haven't been able to look at them. It's so nice to catch up with you all. I can't wait to rock out this year with you. Eating bananas before bed helps. I've never heard that one, Melanie. I've never heard that one before. Helps you remember your dreams. Ginger does too. Be down for some ginger tea before bed. That would be good. I'll have to try that. Yeah, Luke, I dig that too. I'll listen to certain frequencies as I'm falling asleep to get into that lucid space first to help my dream state, and also because I don't have a hard time sleeping. I have a hard time falling asleep, and so that helps me. What frequency would that be? I don't know. I couldn't tell you the exact frequency. I mean, you could look on YouTube, like just look for lucid dreaming binaural beats, and in that doesn't mean that one is going to jive with you, but you will find one that will. There's a lot of lucid dreaming meditations and different megahertz frequencies that are listed on music streaming platforms, on YouTube, to help you fall asleep. You like 555? Yeah, I do too, and I definitely I like lower frequencies. There's something about lower. They have to be lower frequencies. Hi, Amy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, chanting. Yeah. I mean, that's a frequency. That's a frequency. Yeah, it's that bass, Jimmy. You got that right. You got that right. My soul likes that bass. Yeah, Luke, I don't wear headphones. I know that you're supposed to wear headphones. I've heard that you're supposed to wear headphones. I can't sleep with headphones on. I just can't. So I don't know, maybe it doesn't work as well, or I just know that the tonal frequency I need to get my mind in that lucid state. There's inner ear headphones. Interesting. I don't know anything about those. I'll have to look at those. Yeah, I get white noise in my dreams too, Digi. A Bluetooth sleep mask? No, I've never even heard of that. Very interesting. Yeah, I find headphones really uncomfortable too, actually, even when I'm not sleeping, so I'm definitely not wearing them while I'm sleeping. Oh, I see what you're saying, Luke. Okay. I see what you're saying. It's more for synchronicity. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I could grin and bear some headphones then in that case for a while. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about that process. I just know what resonates with me and what doesn't. That I know. That I know. All right. I'm so happy to be back with you all. Thank you for coming tonight. Definitely I'm working out a few kinks in this new space as Vargas Films was out of the country, so they didn't like I'm not a lighting tech and a couple other things, so and sound. So working out a couple of kinks to get back up and running. And like I said, there's gonna be a lot of cool new stuff coming this year as the band and I made some transitions so that we could spend as much time as possible in 2025 with you. And I am very much looking forward to it. I love you too, Lala. I love you all too. And again, thank you for continuing to bless me. Even last week, I went to my box and there was 5 more tarot decks in it. I can't tell you how grateful I am for that because I am so visual in my channeling that yeah, the band just speaks to me differently with different decks. And so thank you so much. You all have been blessing me beyond measure, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm very, very grateful for that. And remember that you can have it. You can have that 10 of cups and that 10 of pentacles. Okay, I'm talking to empresses and emperors here. Okay, may have your moments. You're human. We're having a human experience here, right? But your hard work is paying off and will continue to pay off, Star Child. And you'll see it as the world starts freaking out even more and more around you. And you're like, I'm digging this liminal space. I love it here. This is where my magic is, you know? I love it. I love it. And yeah, stay inspired. Your creativity matters. Your imagination matters. Your imagination is what is going to create the age of Aquarius, Star Child, and the new reality, your new reality, and the frequency of the new reality for the collective. And I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. So excited. It's wonderful to see you two again, Sai. Oh, Dark Star, I haven't seen snow in a while. Like a while. Maybe you won't be so done with the snow if you go make a snowman or a snow angel. That sounds like fun. All right, y'all. I'm going to sign off for now. Alicia, if you are still on here, I will do that follow-up for you for sure. Need to get you those dates. And yeah. And if you reach out to me about a reading, I will be back with you very soon, as my reading schedule is opening up. All right, y'all. I'm so grateful to see you. Thank you so much, Melanie, for your energy. I can't wait to do this year with you. I'll talk to y'all soon.